How did Clint and DeAndre return?
Fine, everybody's fine. Coming back. Clint's a little bit under weather, a little bit, but it's that time of the year where guys pick up maybe a little bug or something like that. But so we just wanted to go easy with him today. But DeAndre, him, Papa, and Coley are all fine.
What about the health of Leo and Gonzo and Zach?
Good. They've trained all week, so there's no issues there at all.
Thoughts on Klinsmann's comments early in the week? I haven't had a chance to ask you about it. Whenever he said that it's difficult to keep form in MLS.
I mean, he's the national team coach, and he's going to make his comments. His motivation is his. Don Garber's response is obviously coming from his perspective and his motivation. And I think there's points to be made on both sides. But I think at the end of the day, what everybody has to remember is each side is seeking the best. Which I mean by that is that each side is trying to make their particular situation the best possible. Klinsmann's trying to make the national team the best possible. Garber's trying to make MLS the best possible, and they're each pushing from that direction. So I really don't have an issue with it. I think it's good. It's good for soccer in this country that we're talking about issues like this, because in the past nobody cared.
Yeah. What's your perspective on it then? You said that's their two perspective. What's your perspective on the issue?
My perspective is, every guy's situation is different, and so, you can't say this is the right way to go, this is the wrong way to go. Everybody is an individual, everybody is different. For Landon Donovan, playing in a situation that he was comfortable in was very important to him playing well. So his situation is different. Somebody else, like when Dempsey went over there and spent 5-6 years over there, that's what he needed. He needed that. That was his drive. That was his ambition. So everybody's situation is different. I mean, right now, when you look at our national team, I think what people sometimes forget in our country is that guys like Bradley and Dempsey and all these guys, they're now in their 7th month of playing soccer. 7th, 8th month. Whereas the European players right now are in their 2nd month after having had a break. 2nd, 3rd month. So sometimes those guys are a little bit fresher, because they haven't had as long a season. Even the Central American countries, they have that break in the middle of the summer, so they've coming off a break. So I think people forget that for us in our league and the way the league schedule is structured, come October, November, guys start to fatigue and are tired, and so it's tough when you throw in national team games then.
How do you? What's the key to slowing down LA's attack?
I mean, LA's a good team. They're a good counter-attacking team. They're an arrogant team in the sense that they figure you're going to lose the ball. So sometimes they don't defend honestly. Sometimes they defend very honestly, and sometimes they don't defend quite honestly because they feel you're going to lose the ball and they're going to counter on that. So obviously Donovan and Keane and Zardes and some of those players are very important for their counterattack. But what's really good is that they're good in transition, and they bank upon the fact that you're going to make a mistake.
Can you kind of expand, just so that quote resonates properly, what you mean when you say honestly and not honestly?
Well, I think sometimes guys come all the way back and defend and follow their men all the way, but I think Donovan's an experienced guy, and whether they're playing Izazaki or Husidic, those guys, the wide guys, have a tendency sometimes to say, okay, I think the ball's going to turn over, so let me not mark my guy right now. Let me cheat forward by 5 or 10 yards, and then when the play breaks down, if it does turn over, then they've got a 10-yard head start, and then their counter looks very dangerous.
What are the challenges to play a team that you know so well, to either attack them or defend them?
It's, it's I think over all the years, the thing with Bruce is we know we're going to get some chances. We didn't get any really in the last game here, and that's unusual. We know we're going to get chances. We know they're going to get chances, and it's a matter of which team finishes better. But the challenge is, at the end of the day, is you've got quality players playing against quality players, trying to impress upon the other that, hey, I think I'm having a better day today. So it comes down to individuals' abilities to make plays, to make good decisions. And so knowing each other well is not a hindrance. It's not a benefit either, because I think both teams are good teams that test each other to the maximum.
Great. Thanks.